Mount Semeru's eruption has killed dozens of people. Here's what you need to know. Rescue workers were continuing to dig for survivors of Saturday's catastrophic eruption at Mount Semeru on the evening of Monday, December 6th, with flows of deadly ash, lava, and mud responsible for the deaths of 22 people so far, according to the head of data and information for Indonesia's National Board for Disaster Management, cited by CNN. Semeru, on the island of Java, is one of the most active volcanoes in Indonesia, with small strombolian explosions frequently occurring, according to the Volcan Discovery site. These explosions may have led to the accumulation of material in the crater area, causing instability. However, the head of the Indonesian Geological Agency said persistent rain eroded part of the solidified lava dome at Semeru's summit, which led to its collapse, releasing an ash plume that reached 15 kilometers into the atmosphere. At the same time, pyroclastic flows, clouds of solidified lava, ash, and gas, and volcanic mudflows also streamed down the sides of the volcano at high speeds, according to The Conversation. The Indonesian Geological Agency says from there, hot clouds of rocky material with a high temperature of between 800 and 900 degrees Celsius moved towards the southeastern slope of the volcano as far as 4 kilometers from the peak before entering the valley of the Kobokan River, interacting with river water and other materials, and forming mudflows along the river. Thousands of villagers have been displaced by the eruption, another 22 are still missing, and 56 are injured, according to The Conversation. On Monday, The Guardian reported dangerous thick plumes of smoke emerging from the volcano were still disrupting rescue efforts, and said experts warn that the collapsed lava dome could collapse still further, causing the escape of more hot gas and debris trapped beneath it. 15 years after scalding mud and gas first burst from the ground in Sidoarjo in eastern Java, the flow of foul-smelling mud shows no signs of stopping, according to Channel News Asia. The mud now covers an area of more than 6.5 square kilometers or 2.5 square miles and has forced around 60,000 people to leave the area or adapt to the unpleasant environment, with one study cited by CNA showing that the flow releases 100,000 tons of methane every year. The Guardian reports scientists associated with oil and gas company Lapindo Brantas blame an earthquake in Yogyakarta 280 kilometers or 174 miles away for the flow. However, at a 2008 conference in Cape Town, of 74 independent petroleum geologists, 42 agreed that drilling had caused the mudflow. Pipes have since been used to redirect mudflow into a nearby river, according to CNA. And in 2006, the Sidoarjo Mudflow Mitigation Center built an embankment around the mudflow site to prevent mud flowing out into surrounding areas. However, issues are still arising. The mud from the burst is about 60,000 to 90,000 cubic meters per day. Patyasina Jeffrey Recchi, head of the Sidoarjo Mudflow Mitigation Center, told CNA this week. This is much more than the 30 million per year that can be diverted into the nearby Porong River. The embankment around the site is also prone to leaking, according to an article in the AIP Conference Proceedings Journal, with Patyasina adding to CNA that it was built in a rush. A deadly tsunami struck coastal towns on the islands of Sumatra and Java, Indonesia, on Saturday. The tsunami was caused by an eruption from Anak Krakatau, a volcanic island that sits in the Pacific Ring of Fire in the Sunda Strait. According to Reuters, the eruption caused a 64-hectare portion of the volcano to collapse into the ocean, triggering an underwater landslide that would set off the tsunami. No warning system was triggered at the time of the tsunami. Indonesian officials stated that their tsunami buoy network has not been operational since 2012. According to The Guardian, if a buoy network had been installed around Anak Krakatau, it would have given surrounding towns a maximum of 1 to 2 minute warnings ahead of pending waves. According to a study published in the journal Nature Communications, a team of scientists was monitoring volcanic activity at the Agung volcano to find out what caused its sudden eruption in 2017. Using satellite technology by the European Space Agency, researchers from the University of Bristol were able to map out ground motion between the Agung volcano and the neighboring volcano Batur. Juliette Biggs, who led the study, explained in a University of Bristol press release that this could indicate movement of fresh magma underneath the volcano. Fabian Albino, a researcher involved with the study, is quoted as saying in the same press release that they noticed the magma must be moving sideways as well as moving upwards vertically, as earthquake activity was noticed up to 5 kilometers away from the summit. He added that the study provides geophysical evidence that shows that Mount Agung and Mount Batur may actually have a connected plumbing system. Indonesian officials have marked several danger zones for a potential Mount Agung eruption and have evacuated over 75,000 people in the past days. According to The Guardian, hundreds of tremors have been noted near the volcano each day. If this trend continues, experts expect an eruption is imminent. The most deadly threat resulting from it would be pyroclastic flows, which is a superheated killer gas that lays waste to everything in its path and can travel up to 450 miles per hour. The Indonesian island of Bali is home to some 4.2 million people. Authorities have evacuated some 75,000 people in danger zones surrounding the Mount Agung volcano. 30 miles southwest of it is the island's capital, Denpasar, as well as a busy international airport. The volcano has been quiet for almost 5 decades, but last week 700 tremors were detected in a single day. Experts, as well as the Indonesian government, believe this to be a sign that Mount Agung is ready to erupt. If it does erupt, the resulting current of superheated gas, known as a pyroclastic flow, would pose a danger to anyone nearby. Mount Agung stands at over 3,100 meters tall. That's more than 4 times the size of the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa. However, any resulting ash cloud from an eruption could stretch to heights of 10,000 meters or higher. The last time Mount Agung erupted was in 1963, and the resulting catastrophe killed more than 1,000 people. Volcanic eruptions from Bali's Mount Agung has caused officials to cancel flights and evacuate around 24,000 residents. Mount Agung erupted on Saturday night and 3 times on Sunday, sending a thick ash cloud thousands of meters up into the atmosphere. An exclusion zone up to 10 kilometers from the crater has been put in place, with officials warning anyone still in the area to leave. Agung is classified as a stratovolcano, also known as a composite volcano. They are conical volcanoes built up by many layers of hardened lava, tephra, pumice, and volcanic ash. Cinder cone volcanoes occur when lava is ejected from a volcanic vent. Lava is shot into the air and pieces accumulate around the vent. This creates a circular or oval-shaped cone with a bowl-shaped crater at the top. Composite volcanoes contain a conduit system that channels magma to the surface. These volcanoes can have clusters of vents along the sides of the mountain where lava flows out. Shield volcanoes are large, broad volcanoes where lava pours out in thin layers, allowing it to travel farther down the shallow slopes. They build up slowly, with hundreds of eruptions creating many layers. Lava domes are created when small masses of thick lava can't flow far from the source, so domes pile up around the vent. The dome grows by expansion of lava from within, and the mountain forms from material spilling off the sides of the dome.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.